Welcome at the Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to be talking about two things. The first one is going to be the Netflix episode that took place in a Portmore. 87s and police at it. Pure madness. The next thing will be an update on the Klansman trial. The witness mentioned 87 by the name of Bobo Sparks. And I realized right, some of the media hosts them are reported differently in terms of reporting what was actually said in the courtroom, right, differently because of a misunderstanding. People from Spanish don't link me. I said, Sir P, them don't understand why one newspaper said this and the next I said that because them know say that's how it go. Right? I go clear it up. Right? Big misunderstanding. I go tell them what really go on. We could start off with Portmore. 87s and police. After getting reports of a robbery, right, woman them reports say, man in a car, stick them up, rob them. Police responded quickly. Right. So either they were around, maybe in the vicinity, or them track the car. Either way, security forces them managed to catch up with the 87s them. That's how the madness start. Beer rounds start exchange. Right. People see man a run, and a fire shot back at them. Police are run back at them. Citizens not car lick up all over the place because as you can imagine, all of this will take place right in our traffic. People are driving on the road. So people hear gunshot fire, people see man a run towards them, people see man a run from them. Plus them are ear rounds a lick up over here so as you can imagine appear chaos. When the smoke clear, right, 2 police officers were injured. Right. Where you say it's not life threatening. Right, a third one, he actually get injured when the car man try to escape. Right, so them catch up with the car, he just not try to get away and actually lit down and the police them. Right, again, he's expected to make a full recovery. Now, one of the 87 them drop out, gone. As you can imagine, the KAJ will not be happy at a time like this. And I get all kind of videos and people say, boy, this a real movie and don't miss out on this key point. Which key point? Right. But telling you sometimes when you hear about the whole shotting and who get shot and man, sometimes you need to look beyond the surface. Look on your screen good. Come notice now wonder why Sir P show the red plate there? See that red plate? That's from the car itself. The car where they did the robbery. The car with the police them and the 87 them buck up in. You see, here we go. 87s, I use fake red plate and sometimes real taxi. Because we know, so for example, Klansman them, right, them take with the taxi, right, rob the taxi man, go on the road. When you see a red plate, right, when a red plate draw down on your foot, right, nobody really say jump in, because what you expect? You expect taxi man, I go say, right, you want to go. Right, so you want to go here, so that's normal. Red plate put up on people's foot every single day. So criminals realize say red plate give them a certain amount of leeway. Red plate come with a certain amount of trust. Taxi man them need to hold on upon them red plate. Sometimes they take them off a car, take them off a bus. Sometimes they thief the car. We don't know how them come about the vehicle. We don't even know if it's a real taxi. But we are talking about the imagery. We know say people that walk on the road, you see a yellow plate, you see a government car. You see a red plate, it's a taxi. 87s are use this to their advantage. So after you don't get excited about the whole, who get shot and man run down man and man go in a gully, try to prevent yourself from getting caught up in them robberies. Yeah. Right. The red plate thing, right. That is why end of the day, nothing beat right, knowing the route where they're on. I understand say it's not always possible. Sometimes you have to go just make a decision and go in a one car. Right? But if you live in a certain place, know the route them and know the taxi them. Because the man you draw them from people in a red plate and you say man step out a car and you think so, I true them want you to go in because you're a passenger, or a man step out, jam you and get jammed, and by then it's too late. It will show you how spooky it is because taxi man, you have honest taxi man who make them living. Right. They are sure no 87s mash up everything, Taxi man make them living. Right? But now because 87s are use the red plate them, I do all kind of things. Now people I think long and hard before jumping on a red plate. Remember one time it was simple. White plate bad, red plate right straight. Now people are look sideways on a red plate. People are looking and say, I wonder if I'm a real taxi. Well, you know what, I'm not going up because that is affecting taxi man living. On the system, 87s are mash up everything. I never know that live to see. People that message me and I say, what's up with you? They put on a spot and look, miss one taxi come up and 2 man night on a red plate. I never go night. That's not good for taxi man. But you can't blame the people them. Them don't know who is who. Know your route, know your driver them. But Mr. I understand you can't get it 100% right. But try the best you can. We're living in some spooky times. You can't even trust yellow plate. Remember the car we carry out the shooting Central Kingston? Yellow plate, government plate on it. Jamaican security forces need to bring in the whole license plate recognition system. They have to invest in it. Because it has to be right. You don't want a case like after the car get catch or after the car get crashed, then you start research. You want the system to detect right away. Alright, that plate is stolen. That car is stolen. That plate is supposed to be on that vehicle. I'm not talking about making the policeman look and then come out and then hope them stop the right car and then run the plate. No. You need the system to be automated. Police are drive past, pick up the plate. Right, this plate is spooky, stop the car. The system exists. I'm not talking about no show. I'm not talking about nothing where, it's a fantasy. The system exists and it exists for a while now. So the same way we have to update the laws, and the same way we have to update technology. Right? Stolen vehicles need to get flagged instantly on the police system, and the police them drive past them, it needs to get flagged. Like you are stolen. Anyway, let me move into the Klansman trial update. And just as a word of warning, tomorrow I'm going to be dropping a video on this Bubba Sparks. This is a youth who idolized Nevada Hodges and was trained by a shaky and rogue JDF member. Yes, at 87 who was trained to shoot by a JDF soldier and aspired to be Nevada Hodges. This youth was a real problem for black man. One of the biggest thorn in a black man's side. Now, in the papers, it is reported that the witness said that them go for Bubba Sparks and then them go in one yard and then them see Bubba Sparks one girl and then them kill Bubba Sparks. No, that is a misinterpretation of what the witness said. Right. Nationwide actually have it. Right. Nationwide report on it correctly. But you can see underline, the witness says Brian declared he was going to look for Bubba Sparks. So they used to launch a whole heap operation for Bubba Sparks. As I say, this youth was a real problem for them. Fishery at the place where they go for him. Look on your screen again. Now in the trial, the witness had described what take place. 87s have BA weapons, man have buckle boom, right, them a go for Bubba Sparks. The fact that so much of them a go for him, including Black Man himself. Black Man himself go upon this. This is how much he despised Bubba Sparks. Him go, right, on this mission himself. He won't kill him that much. The witness, right, in the trial mentioned that they go for Bubba Sparks and then them go in our house, right, a 1-bedroom board house, and CJ kick in the door and they saw a woman and a man on the bed. Right, as I said, nationwide, get it correctly. A woman and a man, not Bubba Sparks. The man who them buck up in there was not Bubba Sparks. He said the woman was screaming, and according to the witness, Brian took a gun from CJ and shot the man. Wrong man. It wasn't Bubba Sparks. Woman a ball and a ball and a ball, CJ take back the gun and kill the woman. Black man kill the man, CJ kill the woman. It wasn't Bubba Sparks. But when time everything done and smoke clear, people realize what go on. Them get them intel, you saw him there, when them go in there, it wasn't him. Spanish Town people them know this story well. That's why it's much people leak man I say. Them not understand like one paper I say, right? Bubble Sparks then it wasn't Bubble Sparks. Then go for Bubble Sparks. But then go and they go see a man and a woman and the two of them dead. I will go more into it in the video tomorrow morning. But as me say, some media houses based on how them I guess they misinterpret, because naturally if somebody there say, right, you know, we set out to go for Bubble Sparks and him we want to kill, and then we go in our house, right, and then one man and woman, then I guess, you know, people have assumed, oh well, the man was Bubble Sparks. No. Right. That's why one of the main things made want is to make sure see me a year what go on with the witness. Because after, of course, the journalists are there and then they, you know, them write them stories afterwards, but sometimes things like this are happen with the journalists them. I make sure I have my ears close for hear what come out of the witness one. Don't ask me how. Anyway, through in the morning, we've also talked about the voice recording them, the phone recordings, the C4 tech. As I say, crazy story. Anyway, Patreon Squad, big for myself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Vulture Squad, stay circling. Bless.